Well, it is South Africans in KwaZulu-Natal prepare to travel to be with their families ahead of Christmas tomorrow. Traffic officials will today be out to monitor the situation on the road. So some commuters have also lined up at the taxi ranks in Durban, and that's where we find Newzroom Afrika's Phila Mthembu, who is watching the situation for us. Phila, a very good morning to you. Tell us about what you can see from your vantage point. And also interesting that, considering that a few weeks ago there was that tension around the protest action by the long-distance taxi drivers, that all of that has now been dealt with, and at least commuters can now use these taxis yet again.
Aldrin, good morning to you. So what I can tell you right now is that, okay, we are outside the YMCA taxi rank, a very popular taxi rank here in Durban. We are currently not allowed to go in, otherwise we're going to show you a clear view of how busy it is inside there. Already, we are still, in negotiations with the taxi rank manager here, to get that particular permission. There's been delays around that particular, issue. But people have already started flocking in here. I have seen them with their luggage bags. They are very ready and prepared to embark on these long trips. I'm also just going to show you how busy the roads are even this morning here. As you can see, it doesn't even feel like it's a day where, everybody's just not going to work. It now feels like a normal day that everyone is going to work. At around this particular time, everyone is just so relaxed and just so chilled. There aren't, much cars on the road. But today, it is a totally different story because people are just trying to make their way out here. And it was quite interesting for you to actually also mention, the protests that we saw here over the recent weeks of long distance taxi operators, just complaining about the issue around the permit. It seems like all of that has been resolved now because everything just seems so operational, Aldrin. So as I've already mentioned, people got their luggage bags. They're already just waiting here and lining up, waiting to just board their taxis to their homes. Some of them said they are going, in rural areas. They just want to spend their Christmas there. So that's what we're going to be here observing. Also, what I know is that law enforcement as well as traffic officials are going to be out in full swing today. They're going to be visiting various taxi ranks. We know that also the Department of Transport here in KZN will have their officials out at the Durban Station taxi rank, which is a long-distance taxi rank. So over there you get people who go from KZN to Johannesburg as well as other provinces. So we're going to be monitoring all of that. And I think also, the issue around safety. Around this time, we usually get to hear about stories of mugging, mugging, robberies, and so forth. So it would be quite interesting to also see how, stringent the measures are in that particular aspect and how safe people are feeling out here in these taxi ranks today as we anticipate a very busy day ahead.
Okay, thank you so much, Phila Mthembu. There, an update on the long-distance commuters as they take on these long-distance travels ahead of Christmas and making it in time of Christmas, of course, today being Christmas Eve.